These bonsai don't look neglected. They look finished. Clean silhouettes. Perfect spacing. Details everywhere. And yet, something feels missing. Not because they lack skill, but because too much intention has already passed through them. Overdesign doesn't shout. It smiles. In this video, we're not looking for bad bonsai. We're looking at bonsai that were worked too hard. Trees shaped beyond what their structure asked for. Refined beyond what their growth needed. We'll examine 4 popular bonsai species. Not to judge technique, but to see where intention quietly overtakes understanding. This isn't about rules being broken. It's about restraint being ignored. As you watch, don't ask how much work went into these trees. Ask whether the work was necessary. If a bonsai here feels impressive or strangely forgettable, leave a comment about what you think crossed the line. Because in bonsai, skill is easy to admire. Restraint is harder to recognize. Japanese maple is often praised for how clean it looks. Balanced canopies, even spacing. A silhouette that feels calm from every angle. At first glance, it works. But when everything feels equally resolved, nothing actually leads the eye. Symmetry creates comfort, and comfort can quietly replace direction. Maple branches easily. It responds well to pruning. It fills space without protest. That's exactly why overdesign happens. When every gap is filled, the trunk stops speaking. Primary structure gets softened. Hierarchy dissolves into neatness. The tree becomes pleasant, but unreadable. What looks refined is often just evenly distributed attention. Refinement is supposed to clarify form. But with maple, refinement is easy to over-apply. Each cut improves balance. Each wire smooths the outline. And each correction feels justified. Until direction disappears. The tree stops asking questions. It stops offering tension. Everything feels resolved. Too early. Clean doesn't mean complete. It often means undecided. This is how symmetry hides structure. Not by being wrong, but by being applied everywhere. Japanese maple doesn't fail from lack of care. It loses meaning when care has no hierarchy. And in the next form, we'll see what happens when drama replaces restraint, and honesty is polished away. Juniper is where bonsai drama feels effortless. Twisting grain, bright deadwood, sharp contrast between life and loss. At a glance, it's powerful, but when drama leads every decision, something quieter disappears. What remains looks impressive, but it stops telling the truth. In Juniper, deadwood isn't an accessory. It exists because tissue failed, and the tree redirected life around that loss. Resin-rich heartwood slows decay. Live veins narrow instead of rebuilding. Those decisions don't reset. When deadwood is overpolished, its history is rewritten. What once recorded stress and limitation becomes decoration. The tree looks louder, but says less. Overdesign in Juniper rarely looks careless. It looks intentional. Deadwood is cleaned until it shines. Lines are sharpened. Contrast is pushed to the edge. But clarity doesn't always increase with intensity. When every feature demands attention, nothing guides the eye. Honesty in Juniper comes from restraint, from leaving marks unresolved, and letting material limits remain visible. This is how drama replaces honesty, not by adding meaning, but by covering it. Juniper doesn't ask for spectacle. It asks to be read carefully. And in the next form, we'll see a quieter kind of overdesign, where refinement keeps going, long after direction is lost. Chinese elm often looks finished. Fine branches everywhere, compact canopies, a surface that feels complete. But when refinement spreads evenly, it becomes hard to tell where the tree is going. Everything looks worked. Very little feels intentional. Elm responds generously to pruning. Cut it back, and it fills in. Cut again, and it fills even more. That responsiveness feels rewarding. And that's where overdesign begins. Because when a tree accepts every correction, we stop asking whether the correction is needed. Density increases. Direction fades. What remains is activity without intent. Refinement is meant to clarify hierarchy. Primary branches lead. Secondary branches support. Tertiary detail follows. But when refinement happens everywhere, hierarchy collapses. Nothing leads. Nothing recedes. The tree looks careful, but it doesn't speak. Detail has multiplied. Meaning has not. This is how refinement loses direction. Not by being careless, but by being continuous. Chinese elm doesn't resist work. It absorbs it. And when everything is refined, nothing is emphasized. In the next form, we'll see what happens when a tree never pushes back at all, and obedience becomes the problem. Ficus often looks successful. Smooth trunks, even canopies, a form that feels controlled. Nothing resists, nothing breaks, and that's exactly where the problem begins. When a tree accepts every decision, design loses friction. Ficus regenerates quickly. Cuts close. Wounds seal. Branches return without hesitation. This adaptability is well documented. It's why Ficus is forgiving. But forgiveness invites excess. Because when nothing pushes back, we stop asking when to stop. Every correction succeeds. Every idea becomes possible. And possibility replaces judgment. Overdesign in Ficus rarely looks aggressive. It looks polite. Lines are smooth. Proportions are correct. Nothing feels out of place. But nothing feels specific. Without resistance, decisions lose weight. The tree becomes a surface for ideas, not a partner in forming them. Character fades, not from neglect, but from cooperation. This is how obedience creates emptiness, not by failing, but by succeeding too easily. Ficus doesn't challenge decisions. It absorbs them. And when nothing pushes back, meaning has no edge. In the closing, we'll bring these four forms together and ask what restraint actually demands from us. Across these four bonsai, the pattern is consistent. Nothing here failed because of neglect. Everything failed because it was pushed too far. Maple lost direction through comfort. Juniper lost honesty through drama. Elm lost meaning through endless refinement. Ficus lost character through obedience. Different trees. Different mistakes. The same cause. Too much intention. Applied too evenly. This is where bonsai becomes difficult. Not in technique, but in judgment. Knowing when to act is learned. Knowing when to stop is earned. Overdesign isn't about doing too much. It's about listening too little. The most mature bonsai aren't the most worked ones. They're the most restrained. If this way of looking at bonsai feels different, that's intentional. This channel isn't about doing more. It's about understanding more. If you're interested in bonsai as living structure, not just styled objects, subscribe to Ethereal Bonsai and stay with us as we continue exploring where design should stop.